Hey guys, this is the Infinix Note 11 Pro and this is the TECNO Camon 18 Premier. You obviously are here to find out which of these devices you should buy, and that's what I'm going to tell you in this video. And so without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. The TECNO Camon 18 Premier is the more expensive device here, coming in at 182,000 naira for the 8 gigs 256 gig configuration, while you get the Infinix Note 11 Pro for 44,000 naira less at 138,000 naira for this device. Now for the 8 gigs and 128 gigs configuration here, if you're being rational here, you should expect the Camon 18 Premier to be the better device. And while that's correct in a broad sense of things, there are actually a couple aspects where these devices are about the same. For instance, you get the same processor, the MediaTek Helio G96 chip on these smartphones with 8 gigs of RAM and Android 11 on both of them. Now, dual SIMs with dedicated memory expansion slots are both here, and the trusty side-mounted fingerprint sensors. The different parts would be the 5000 mAh battery you get from the Infinix here, as opposed to the 4750 mAh battery from the Camon. And the Infinix has this slightly larger LCD screen, which is 6.95 inch as opposed to the Super AMOLED 6.7-inch display you get from here, and both displays refresh at 120 Hz refresh rate, balancing for that battery life. So you should expect about the same battery experience from both devices, although the battery life here goes in slight favor to the TECNO Camon 18 Premier when both are at 120 Hz refresh rates for my test. Maybe how I use these devices. Now, when you compare the cameras here, you get a triple camera setup for both of them, and both have the 64 megapixel main sensors, both have telephoto lenses, 13 megapixels on the Infinix here, and 8 megapixels for the telephoto on the TECNO device here. While Infinix gives you a 2 megapixel depth sensor, the TECNO switched that for a 12 megapixel ultra wide, which I think is a better option in my opinion. Also, you get a 32 megapixel front-facing camera from the Camon 18 Premier and a 16 megapixel sensor from the Infinix Note 11 Pro. So far, you can see that the Camon device takes the lead in terms of the configuration for the cameras here, but for the real world use, these devices are really close at what the output. For sure, you get more details from the photos taken by the TECNO device here, but you really have to pixel peep to see that difference. And one thing I realized here is the fact that I actually did prefer how the Infinix's camera module did handle auto exposure while taking photos. I think it does a better job there. But if you want to get the best exposure from the Camon 18 Premier here, you might have to tap to get that best adjustment from the camera app on this phone. Videos max out at 4K for the Camon, and you remember it has and boasts of this gimbal-like stabilization with the ultra-wide lens while taking videos on the phone. And on the Note 11 Pro, it maxes out at 2K. I wonder why though, since the smartphones have the same processor, and this processor is capable of recording up to 4K. Now, generally you get the more options and better camera system with the TECNO Camon 18 Premier. So why should you spend that extra 44,000 naira if performance is about the same on the smartphones? In fact, here's the AnTuTu benchmark scores for both devices. For that extra money, you get double the memory size here, the internal storage, you get better camera configuration and system, the better display since it's Super AMOLED against LCD, both at 120 Hz, you get a better build quality with Corning Gorilla Glass protection at the rear, you get a better one-handed phone, although both are huge devices, but since this Infinix here is larger, it's even harder to use for one-handed use. Now it's up to you. Are these features enough reason for you to spend an extra 44,000 naira or about $80 to get this device instead? If you don't think so, then the Infinix Note 11 Pro is a good buy for you, saving you that extra cash. But if money ain't a problem here, get the TECNO Camon 18 Premier as it's the overall better device. Do you love this kind of video? Then hit that subscribe button, and also do not forget to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I really want to hear from you guys. Let's talk down there. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Cuídate.